So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. This is your first time tuning in. So everyone has been asking for an update on Choke Canyon, especially since we received a lot of those flooding rains. I know about an hour, maybe 45 minutes south of San Antonio, we received a lot of rain out there, maybe about 8 inches in about a week. And then I know obviously the whole Kerrville situation, they received like 10-11 inches in like 24 hours, 48 hours. So that's why they got a lot of that flooding. And I saw some guy post about the Frio River that was flooding up in like the Uvalde area. So I don't even know if all that water is going to make it down here because it has been so dry for a while. But ever since that was about 5 days ago-ish, maybe 7 days. By the time you guys see this video, it'll be a lot longer. But I saw that video, so I was gonna see if the water has come down here. I already kind of just took a quick little look at it. It's actually gotten worse since the last time I came out here and put a video for you guys. So if you look at my channel, the last video I put out here, it's actually dropped more, probably at least another foot since that video that I put out. So we're gonna go ahead and walk down there, check it out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We'll go ahead and walk and talk and briefly describe what's going on here. But yeah, I saw some guy post on, I think, Facebook, that the Frio River was flooding, which it did on his video, was flooding, but there's so many empty holes to fill with the water from Uvalde down to Choke that I don't know if the water's even gonna make it down here. But it should have already made it down here. It's been, like I said, at least 5 days, probably 5 to 7 days since he posted that. So it's been a few days. It should have done something. So another river that was kind of flooding was the Atascosa. So the Atascosa meets the Frio over like in the Three Rivers area. So they have added, so they've done something here. They've kind of added some, I guess, just rope. So they also added some rope here. So I'm thinking maybe they just don't want people driving over there. Maybe. I don't think it's for people walking over here. I don't think. Yeah, I think they just don't want people driving over here is my thought process. Probably because people get stuck and they end up calling them to get them out of here. That's my guess. Takes up resources, takes up time for them to come and get people stuck out of here. This little hole's been here. I think this is the one they dug out with the backhoe, but it didn't last very long because the water just kept on going down so quickly. But yeah, go ahead and keep walking over here. It's actually, whoa shit, it's actually very muddy. Very slippery too. Yeah, it definitely went lower since the last time I got out here. I mean, at some point this thing, and I don't know if you guys remember from the last video, but you can kind of see where it's kind of green back in there. The water was still kind of in there. It probably wasn't that deep, but it was still kind of somewhat in there. It's no longer there. It's just, this is it. Like, this is all there is left. Obviously going that way as well, but it used to be further back in there. But no, it's receded quite a bit. This part doesn't look very deep at all anymore. I'm not sure how deep it is here, but it's not that deep. It looks like it's very, very shallow. I'll go to the other side, but it's definitely gotten worse since the last time I came out here. Now, just looking back, I mean, it used to be pretty deep getting in there. That's a lot of water. I'm talking 15 to 20 feet deep, more or less, when people would back up their boats, when the water was actually up there. And at this point, I'm not sure if this lake will ever recover because, like I said, we've received quite a bit of rain, even south of San Antonio. Like I said, different areas south of San Antonio have received anywhere between 6 and 8 inches of rain in about a week. I know on my rain gauge, we received about 8 inches in a week, which is quite a bit of water. But I mean, none of that is making any kind of difference on this lake. Here it looks like it might be a little bit deeper. It looks like it might be a little bit deeper in here, and then less shallow in there. Actually, it probably isn't that deep, because look at on the other end of the lake. There's some like short scrub brush that's kind of coming out of the water. So it's maybe 4 feet deep back in there, if that. This part's probably deeper. You can just kind of tell by the landscape. It just kind of slopes down a little bit faster. Oh, and it's slippery. I almost got my own fall on camera. Anyways, yeah, it's way steeper here. Way steeper. The water is murky, so maybe some water is coming in here, but I mean, it's not making a dent at all. Yeah, because the water was back in here, so it's dropped at least a foot. At least a foot since the last time I made a video out here. I mean, it's pretty steep. Kind of keep walking around here. Yeah. Excuse me. Wow. That seems like it might be the deepest part in that area, somewhere in there. Doesn't look too deep there. And it starts to level off again in here. I don't know, in a few more months, we might be able to see all the way across from here with no water if it continues the way it's going. Not sure if that's an alligator that just popped up or what is that. Looks like a big old log out there. Might be an alligator. I could have swore when I just made that little, when I was pointing over there earlier, definitely an alligator. That thing was a lot longer. Now it looks like it's just the head sticking out. Yeah, it's definitely an alligator. Yeah, because I was pointing over there to those sticks, and there wasn't anything there. Now there's something there. It gets very dangerous because there was people literally in the water fishing on the other side, like chest deep in the water. I was like, man, that is crazy, because you don't know what the hell's underneath this water, especially when it's murky like this. You don't know what's there. And this lake is full of alligators. And I know my dumbass as a kid got the crap scared out of me when I was walking in the water. I used to wade in the water too when I was younger. And I was, I don't know, maybe 13, 14, somewhere around there. And a big old alligator just popped up like 6 feet in front of me. I guess because I was walking towards him. Obviously I couldn't see him. And he just popped up right in front of me, and I ran out of there. That was many years ago. But yeah, it is, whew, it is dry. Oh my goodness. There's a belt to a lawnmower. Wow, it's really dry. We'll just walk over here to this these plants over here and then call it good there. It's gonna be all the same thing. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go check out the Frio River, which is north of here. And I'll put that video out maybe a week from this video, so stay tuned for that one. But it's crazy that this lake is not making any progress. It's not getting any significant water. Whatever water it is getting, it's releasing it back. It's losing it. Wow. Now that is alligator territory right there. That is their home for sure. It's a great home for an alligator. Well, all right guys, that was the quick video. A lot of you guys have been asking for this. I received a bunch of comments on this river, on this lake, to give an update on it, especially since all this rain. But again, nothing's changed. It still looks the same. It's actually gotten lower since the last time. And from what I can tell, at least a foot, maybe 18 inches lower from the last video that I put out. I did do some fishing earlier, but the fishing is not as good either. I'm gonna have to find another spot to go fish, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the fish are just getting depleted, they're piled up somewhere new, somewhere different, or maybe the alligators are starting to just, devour the fish because there's less water. Not really sure what's going on. The fish could have just moved because the water has gone so much lower too. But I'll probably try fishing again out here in maybe another week or two, see what happens. But that's the update from Choke Canyon for this week at least. Like I said, we'll probably be back out here maybe in a week or two, check it out again, and see if we can't walk across the lake yet. So without further ado, be careful, be good, take care, God bless. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.